What's up, boys and girls? This is Spit Logic. Happy 4th of July. So, I just finished the Freedom 4 Miler. It is the second race in the Buckeye Series race. This is a series of 4 races that I purchased. The first one being the Fallen 15K. This one, of course, the Freedom 4 Miler. And my next race will be the Wendy's Frosty 5K. And that will culminate in September with a half marathon. So just to give you a few statistics for my race. Out of 242 participants, I finished 85th. Out of 136 males, I finished 72nd. And out of 46 individuals, males in my age group, I finished 26th with an average running pace of 7 minutes and 45 seconds. So how was the race? The race was nice. It was a good race. I did a little bit better than I thought I was going to do initially. The reason for that is because 2 weeks prior to this race, I twisted my ankle pretty bad. It was a really bad twist, and I was swollen really bad. It was very hard to walk on. So for those 2 weeks, I did not run at all. I did start using my bike. I rode my bike in place of running and did a little bit of work in the pool. The next time that I ran following my ankle twist was the day prior to the race. I only ran like 1.5 miles, and it was around at a 9-minute mile pace. When I came to the race, when I got there to the race, in my mind I'm thinking to myself, I need to be able to run a 9-minute mile pace. Hopefully I can keep it up for 4 miles. Hopefully my ankle doesn't break. I use KT tape. I use my compressor sleeve. I iced it the night before. I just made sure there were a lot of things that I tried to put in place to ensure that I wouldn't roll my ankle again and injure myself further. And in my brain, I'm saying to myself, keep a very low pace, no risk. You just want to finish the race. Even though it's a race, you're not racing anyone. So that was my intent up until maybe about half a mile into the race. I don't know, for some reason, for some strange reason. So we start the race off, and of course there are people running. There are people who are sprinting. There are professional runners, or who I would consider professional, compared to me. And people are passing me up, and I have no problem with that. I'm okay with that because in my mind, I'm trying to stay healthy. I'm trying to keep a low pace so I can finish the race without injury. And then one guy, I don't even know if there was anything about this guy in particular, but he passes me up. And there was just something about him that snapped inside of me. The competitive spirit, the competitor in me just came out. And I saw him in front of me, and I just started focusing on him and focusing on catching up with that guy and passing him up. And I passed him. And of course you're in a race, so there's always someone in front of you. So after passing him and getting, a pretty decent distance away from him, there were just other people, one after the other. And I just kept running and kept trying to pass people up. So when I look on it, and again, I use my Garmin VivoFit in order to pace myself, to record my run. And when I went to Garmin Connect and looked at my run, the first mile was 8:39. The second mile was an 8:03. The third mile was a 7:38. And the last mile was a 7:31. So I consistently got faster and faster as the race continued on. And was it good? Was it bad? I mean, I finished in a decent time. I feel like I could have ran better if I weren't injured. And I also am a little surprised that I took such a high risk coming off of an injury. But in my mind, I just kind of, once I get focused on someone in front of me, it's very hard for me to turn that off. But it was a good run. It was a good pace. I'm still here. My ankle is fine. I iced it right after the race. And right now, what I'm thinking I'm going to be doing, up until this next race, is just taking it easy. So I did the 4 miler. What I'm probably going to do is maybe run once a week and then use the bike or hit the pool the other days that I'm not running. So you have to know your body. You have to know what your body is capable of. You have to understand your limits. So if you do have an injury, depending on the severity of the injury, I wouldn't suggest you doing anything physical that may irritate that injury even more. I took a chance because I've had this injury before. I've been injured multiple times. I've twisted this ankle multiple times, and I know when I'm ready to run on this ankle. I did take a chance, and it was probably not the best chance to take, but being that I paid for this run series, I felt that I should get the most out of it. I'm very happy that I got this nice shirt and I got this nice little medallion. I'm looking forward to the next race, the Wendy's Frosty 5K, and to see the goodies that I get from that. They did have a goodie bag there. The goodie bag had some heat and cooling pads that you could use, which I'll probably utilize them as well. And it had like a toothbrush and a refrigerator magnet. So not as awesome on the goodie bag side as the Fallen 15K was, but still pretty good. And of course, with the Buckeye Run series, it culminates with that very nice jacket that's on the website. So I may post another video just to let you know what my progress has been like as we get closer to the Wendy's 5K. I do have a new piece of gear that's coming in the mail. It should be here either tomorrow or Thursday, and I'm looking forward to using that new piece of gear. So maybe I'll do a video on that. Of course, I'm not a high-tech athletic kind of person, meaning that I love technology, I know how it works, but I don't buy the latest and greatest. When I go into a store, I look for red, so we'll see. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and until next time, peace.